Well, just imagine the Hawaiian language immersion schools are celebrating 20 years, a 20th anniversary in Hawaii Public Schools this year. Joining us this morning with more are Principal Puanani Wilhelm of Papahana School and Assistant Professor Alohalani Hausman of Kahakaula Ke'eliko at UH Hilo. Good morning,
Good
aloha.
morning.
Good morning. Thanks for being here. 20 years, you both were here, first immersion teachers at your respective schools at the time in 1987. Can you believe that it's been around so long and how far Hawaiian immersion has come?
It seems just like yesterday.
It does.
It's gone by really fast.
It wasn't easy in the beginning. What were some of the challenges that you guys faced?
Well, as you can imagine, Hawaiian wasn't used in the elementary schools for many years, so there just were no materials. So how do you teach children to read when you have nothing to read from? Both Alohalani and I spent a lot of time with little white Avery labels and Sharpie pens doing translation of math workbooks and things like that because there really was nothing.
So you guys were really the pioneers.
Yeah.
And tell us through the process what has happened and to show that how far we've come.
I think there's a lot of work being done. Right now, in the past 3 years, we've had a literacy grant. And so we've been publishing quite a bit of books in Hawaiian. Before, we would just have black and white line masters for books, and we would just Xerox them and put them together. But now we're getting high quality books being printed in Hawaiian at the printers.
Now, let's talk about teachers for a minute. We were just talking about that during the commercial break. I see, or it seems like there are a lot of Hawaiian language students in the colleges now, UH Hilo and University of Hawaii Manoa. Back when you guys were beginning, you learned Hawaiian as adults because really there wasn't Hawaiian language around, and what would you do with the Hawaiian language as a profession, correct?
Yes,
well,
that's
now the immersion schools are providing employment for these teachers of Hawaiian language, but are there enough Hawaiian language teachers?
Amazingly enough, there are not. There's still some schools that are struggling to find enough teachers to teach at their schools.
Especially out on the neighbor islands. Yeah, that's been a struggle. But I mean, you know, you can be a Hawaiian language student and actually know that in your future you can go to a Hawaiian teacher training in Hawaiian language, specifically to become a Hawaiian immersion teacher. So when we started, we just took Hawaiian, but now that can be a career choice for young people. So while many are choosing it, there's still, especially on the neighbor islands, still a lot of need for teachers.
One thing I'd like to mention is I think right now we have a lot of students that have graduated, have gone to college and have graduated, and they're continuing the language. We do have several graduates from our immersion schools that are now teachers, have gone back. But outside of teaching, there are many other different areas in which our students are going into. Communications, writing, we know some that want to be lawyers. So they're not limited to just being Hawaiian language teachers. They can be anything that they want to be.
And somehow I get the feeling that this is really just the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the beginning.
Yeah.
We ran out of time, but I know that the schools are celebrating throughout the year the 20th anniversary, and so we congratulate you, and maybe later on you can come back to tell us about those events.
Okay,
Mahalo. Thanks so much. Mahalo. Thanks for being here. 7:54, we'll be back with more on Hawaii's Morning News.